Welcome back to Design Bundles YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to DIY your own screen print confetti. If you guys haven't seen our video on this, I'll have it above or down below so you guys can see. What you're going to do is you're going to take this and sprinkle it on your t-shirt projects. You could do this by itself or with some HTV to add some extra zing to your t-shirts, if you will. What this is made out of is screen print ink. So what we're going to do is use a design. You just want to use a basic, like a leopard print, circles, something like that, and then we're just going to scrape it off once it dries. We're going to walk all the way through the process. So let's go over some of the supplies that you're going to need. You are going to need a coffee grinder. You could also use like a little food chopper if you wanted to. So whatever you have on hand, or you can purchase something that you're just going to keep in your craft space like me. This one, I found it on Amazon for like 19 bucks, 20 bucks if you will. Super affordable, a couple different colors, and it's going to be super easy to use. So you can really find these affordable. You know, check your local Goodwills and things like that as well, yard sales. So we need a coffee grinder or some sort of food chopper. You could also do this by hand. You're going to need some screen print ink. You can find this at your local craft stores or online. We'll have some link down below for you. So you need screen print ink. It has to be screen print ink. You're going to need a plastic scraper tool. It looks like this. I got this off of Amazon. I'll have it down below for y'all. It came with the scraper tool plus all of the extras. So this is a plastic. It's not, you know, I mean, it's sharp, but it's not like the metal ones, if you will. So it comes with all of these extras here. So you're going to need this. And then you're also going to need a screen print screen and a squeegee, of course. So once again, I'll have these linked down below for you guys. You can also make your own. If y'all want to see me DIY one of these, let me know. You're going to need some parchment paper. You want something that's non-stick for us to be able to scrape it off of. Maybe some tape to kind of hold down your parchment. You can also put these on your light grip Cricut mats to hold them down as well. But today I'm just going to show you using some tape. And then once again, I've already pre-cut out a design. So I cut out a cheetah print here. I had seen a tutorial here on YouTube. Another girl I've only seen one, but there was a lot of unanswered questions. So I thought, let's just walk all the way through the process to really help someone out. So I've got a little leopard print here. I'll have this SVG down below for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first thing we want to do is weed out our design. Now I'm trying to be careful as I'm pulling this off here because we're actually going to use this. So instead of me sitting here fussing with weeding out all of these little pieces, I can simply peel this off of here. I may have to kind of go at angles here and there. Now you can definitely just sit here and pick out all those pieces if you would like. Once you have this straightened out and ready to go, what we're going to go ahead and do is move it out of our way. We're going to flip over our screen. And now what we're going to do is very carefully lay this down on our screen. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's not like this is a screen print design that we're actually using. We're actually going to break these up in little pieces. So I'm just going to smooth everything out so my ink can get onto my parchment paper. Once you have this smooth on the back, we're just going to go ahead and flip it over. We're going to take our big squeegee here and we're just going to smooth everything out. So this is going to really help press that adhesive vinyl to our mesh here. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. So I'm just smoothing everything out. Now, like I said, with this design, it don't have to be perfect because we're not concerned about that. This is just to create our confetti. So we're going to go ahead and smooth that out. And if you guys are nervous, like I said, about pulling it off the way I did, then definitely just weed all those pieces out and you're good to go. All right, so here we go. So everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and add me some tape here. I'm going to go ahead and block off these areas here so I don't just get this all over my parchment paper and make a mess and waste ink. All right, so I think that's enough tape, just one on each end. You just want to cover up. So for example, there's a little spot here. You just don't want to waste excess ink and you don't want to get it all over the place. So you just want to make sure and cover up any spot that's going to go through. All right, so once you've done that, we're going to flip it here and we're just going to do the exact same thing we did a second ago. As you can see, I messed up weeding these two little pieces. I'm not concerned. No big deal. So as you guys can see here, we've got our screen ready to go. So next, we're going to go ahead and tape these down. I'm going to try to at least get 3 out of this one. You can do as many as you can. If you can get 5 or 10 presses, line your countertops up with this stuff. You can obviously set this out of the way, bring another one in, do whatever you want to, and just use the screen as much as you can, and then quickly take it over and spray it out at the sink whenever you get done. We're ready to go. So I'm going to start this way and work my way over that way. I'm going to try to get 3 of these done. So what we need to do is take some ink. You want to work quickly because you don't want it to get caught up in your screen and mess your screen up. So I'm just going to go all the way across here. Make sure I kind of get myself enough ink. I'm going to flood it, if you will, to have the professional term here, because we're fixing to flood the screen. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're just going to go from top to bottom. So I'm just going to go ahead and go at an angle here, and we're just going to slide it all the way down. I'm trying not to shift anything, so that way I'm not going to mess up what I'm already doing here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add some more ink, because I need to get some here on my side, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Like I said, you could definitely use your blue Cricut mat underneath, and that's going to help keep it steady as well. All right, go ahead and get that other side, just like that. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and scrape this back off into the container, just like that. I'm going to smooth this out one more time. So now we're just going to go ahead and very carefully and slowly lift it up like so. So as you guys can see, it left the ink behind. So nice and easy, we're going to go ahead and line this up here. You want to try to line it up one time, drop it down, and we're going to repeat the same process all the way across. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flood this last screen right here. And as soon as I'm done, I'm going to shut my camera off and I'm going to take it straight to my sink. I always recommend before you do anything else, just go take it straight to the sink and then worry about everything else later. So I can actually lay this down on the end because that's totally fine. It's not going to hurt anything. We're going to lift our last one. Just like so. If your paper tries to come up, just lay it down. All right, so we're going to let these completely dry. I'm going to go to the sink and I'm going to wash this out. You can see it's got some ink all in it, and then we're going to remove that right there at the sink. So I will be right back. All right, so I've got my screen cleaned. These have dried down. You could let these dry overnight. That's probably what would be best. You could definitely hover your heat press. If you have like a swing away, that's perfect just to hover over that, just a low temp to dry it down. You could definitely take like a hair dryer and dry it down. You don't want to overheat it. You just want to kind of dry these, but it's better to let them dry overnight. But I just kind of put mine under the heat press, like I said, to kind of dry them down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our little scraper tool here, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to scrape like this. So you see we're getting like these little ribbons here, like so. So we're going to go ahead and just continue to scrape all these down. This is why it's important to use parchment paper. These are baking sheets. I'll have you guys link down below to some. Y'all guys could definitely get baking sheets from your local grocery store and things like that. You could even get it from the Dollar Tree. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same process for all of these. Now, as you guys can see, I just taped down my, parchment paper like I had before, just put it right back. If you let it dry overnight, obviously it's in the same position, and that's going to help you hold these still while you do this. You definitely don't want to do this on regular, copy paper, anything like that, or it's not going to release it. Now what we want to do is transfer all of these pieces into our coffee grinder or your little food chopper. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to do a few taps here just to kind of start breaking these up to make more of smaller particles, if you will. So you're just simply going to tap it like this, and as you guys can see, it's breaking down into much smaller pieces. So feel free to break this down as small as you would like. I'll bring this up so you guys can see, and there you guys have it. I'll actually sprinkle some in my hand too. So you guys can see these are much smaller pieces, and it's just going to make it so easy to sprinkle on your t-shirt. You could definitely just save your old seasoning containers like this, and then you're able to just sprinkle it right on. Now you could definitely purchase these containers empty online from many different places, or you can just get little containers like this and continue to fill it up. You can mix it with multiple colors, and just think, so say for example, if I get a white ink, I can definitely mix that with other colors, for example, white and red, and make pink. So you can definitely just make tons of different colors and make a bunch of these at one time. as you guys can see here, this is what it looks like to use your screen print confetti. So what I did was I laid down HTV and then just sprinkled some about. So that is how you're going to DIY your very own screen print confetti. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.